Today I've got an absolutely fantastic book recommendation for you and two quick stories I want to tell you that I think will help you with your business. The other day on a plane ride, I was reading a book called Leadership Lessons from a UPS Driver. Interesting title, probably one of the best leadership books I've ever read. It's written by Ron Wallace, who started out as a UPS driver and ended up becoming president of UPS International, climbed the entire ladder in the organization. And if I had a young manager or leader, someone who is really just getting into leadership or maybe had only been in it a few years, I would consider this a must read. It is fantastic on the solid fundamentals of what it takes to be a really good leader, and especially a line leader, somebody down with the troops or somebody out there in the field. As an experienced leader, it's still worth reading. I loved it. I underlined a ton of it. Absolutely superb book. Definitely in my top 5 leadership books ever. Leadership Lessons from a UPS Driver. Okay, the stories. First one came to me via my good friend Joe Calloway, absolutely fantastic author, great guy, brilliant. And he was talking about the fact that most people today, especially using social media, but in any kind of sales, start with a funnel, sales funnel. And they talk about getting tons and tons of prospects in the top, loading the top of the funnel. And then they go down and they qualify the prospects. And then, at least in social media, they bug the living crap out of them with an email every single day until they beat them senseless, and 1 or 2 drop out the bottom as customers. And what Joe said, and I could not agree more strongly with, is turn the funnel over. Start with a few very well qualified people. Offer them massive value, sell them something that's so incredibly valuable and better than they ever thought it could be, that they go tell everybody they know to buy from you. I think this applies in any business. It's not thousands to 2, it's a handful to thousands. Really big, important idea, and it's all based on, as Joe likes to say, being so good they can't ignore you. Nail the fundamentals. Be awesome on the moments of truth. Deliver more value than anyone thought you could for a reasonable price, not the lowest price, and then watch them go out and become your customer evangelist and drive more and more and more business to your business. Lastly, a few of you might have noticed that a couple of weeks ago I put together a consultative sales course, and I've started selling it through Vimeo and all that sort of stuff. And I guess it popped up on somebody's radar, somebody's Google search word, and we started getting phone calls at my office from a person who said they were one of the top sales trainers in the world, had generated over $30 million in sales training over the last 5 years, and wanted to talk to me about working with me on my consultative sales course. So I, for the fun of it, because I went to his website and I looked at it, it looked like a 3rd grader built it. Unfortunately, technology today, 3rd grader could build a pretty good website, but this wasn't one. And I'd never heard the name, had no idea who it was. So for the fun of it, I accepted the call. And I told him I have 30 minutes, that's it, to talk to one of the top sales trainers in the world, $30 million in revenue. And we get on the phone, and for the first 18 minutes, he talks nonstop without asking a single question. Blah, 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 my history, my family, how I built the building, how I built my business, on and on and on and on. Finally, after 18 minutes, and I'm timing, I got my feet up on my desk drinking a Diet Coke, I'm timing it. After 18 minutes, he asked me a question, I go to answer it, and he interrupts me. And I stop, and I just don't say anything. And he goes, John, are you there, John? I said, yeah, sure. He goes, what happened? I said, well, you interrupted me when I was answering, so I figured what you had to say was much more important than what I had to say, so I'm just listening to you. He went, oh, okay, and he launched off for another 10 minutes. Anyways, the reason I tell you that, that's the exact opposite of how to be a salesperson. To be a really great consultative salesperson, probably the 2 most important skills you need are asking great questions and being an intense listener. Asking superb, focused, highly professional questions, then shut up, listen, write great notes, and then after you understand the customer, you can help them get the exact right solution. I'm terrible with salespeople. Every now and then like that, I will take a call just for the sheer fun of listening to someone who's supposed to be an expert do it exactly wrong and talk without listening, and I will guarantee you he didn't write a single note, and that's the last time I'll ever talk to him. So I hope these 3 things helped you. Leadership Lessons from a UPS Driver, Flip the Funnel, Qualified Leads, Massive Value, customer evangelist, and if you want to be a great consultative salesperson, ask spectacular questions, being an intense listener, write lots of great notes, and you will position yourself as a trusted advisor. Hope you found this helpful. Take good care. I'll talk to you soon.